The illusion of separation, a divine message to the chosen ones. You, the one listening to these words, this message is not reaching you by accident. It has found you because you are one of the rememberers, the carriers of ancient light. And now is the moment to awaken fully from the greatest lie ever told. That we are separate, that you are alone, that there is a you and a them, a this and a that, a world made of edges and borders and limits. This, beloved, is the illusion, and it is time to dissolve it. Please like, subscribe, and comment, breaking the illusion below, so we know you're here. The cosmic truth: we are one. Beneath the veil of form, beneath the skin, beneath the mind, beneath the language, there is only oneness. We are not many beings having separate experiences. We are one infinite being, fragmented into billions of perspectives, tasting itself through eyes and hearts and hands and voices and lifetimes. You are not separate from me. I am not separate from you. We are waves of the same ocean, sparks of the same flame, branches of the same tree of light. We are the universe folded inward, divine intelligence clothed in the temporary veil of body and story. We are the formless dancing as form. This is the great paradox: to be one and appear as many, to be everything and forget, to be source, pretending to be human, and now, ancient one. The time of pretending is over. Why we chose the veil? Yes, we chose this: the forgetting, the fragmentation, the appearance of other. Why? Because only through separation could we fully understand unity. Only through duality could we remember our wholeness. Only through forgetting could we experience the joy of remembering. We agreed, before incarnation, to wear these masks, not as punishment, but as pilgrimage, to enter the density of the earth realm, to feel the isolation, the loss, the longing, so that when the light returned, it would be real, earned, embodied, alive. This is not a fall from grace. It is grace discovering itself from every angle. We are the divine, playing hide and seek, and you, dear listener, are mid-revelation, the fabric of connection. Everything in creation is woven from one source. Different patterns, different frequencies, same thread. This is not just spiritual poetry, it is quantum fact. Scientists now know what mystics have always whispered. At the subatomic level, there is no such thing as true separation. Particles that are entangled remain connected, even when light years apart. Move one, and the other responds. This is the echo of oneness in the quantum field. And so too are we, entangled souls, from the stars and the sun and the soil. What you feel, others feel. What you heal, others heal. What you choose ripples across the hologram of collective reality. You are not living your life. You are living ours, the sacred mirror. Every person you meet is a fragment of yourself. Every face is a mirror. Every encounter is a message. This is the sacred law of reflection. The one who angers you, a mirror of your suppressed shadow. The one who inspires you, a mirror of your dormant potential. The one who wounds you, a mirror of an unhealed memory within. The one who awakens you, a mirror of your divine remembrance. There is no other. There is only you, reflected in infinite disguises. To know this deeply is to transcend judgment. To embody this is to walk in compassion. To live this truth is to become unshakable in your love. The game of forgetting. Do you remember how it began? Once, long before this incarnation, we were light, pure, omnipresent, undivided consciousness. We knew everything. We were everything. But there was no adventure in knowing it all, no joy in stillness without movement. So we created a game, the game of duality, the game of time, the game of matter. We fractured ourselves into characters and gave each a role to play: villain, hero, teacher, lover, betrayer, healer. And then we dove in. We forgot who we were. We began to play. And now, mid-game, you are awakening. You are remembering the truth behind the mask. You are not the role. You are not the pain. You are not the story. You are the player, the witness, the light within. And from that place, you now see. There is nothing to forgive, only to understand. Nothing to fight, only to integrate. Nothing to fear, only to embrace. The ones who remember. Not all are meant to awaken in this cycle. Some souls have chosen deeper forgetfulness for their growth and for the unfolding of the greater pattern. But you who are listening to this, you are one of the rememberers. You came here to reawaken the truth of oneness in a world hypnotized by division. You came to be a living bridge. You came to embody unity consciousness in a fractured world. You may have felt lonely for this, misunderstood, alien. That's because you were coded differently. Your DNA carries the imprint of the ancient stars, the temples, the ether. You are not here to blend in. You are here to remind others of what they already know, but have forgotten. And when you do, you break the spell, not with words, but with presence, with truth, with the frequency of love that knows all is one, the rarely spoken truth. There is a secret known to very few, kept safe in the mystery schools of Egypt, the sacred chambers of Tibet, the crystalline libraries of Sirius. There is only one soul, one eternal essence, refracted through dimensions. The idea of individual souls is a necessary step in the awakening process, but ultimately, even that is illusion. All souls are rays of the one flame. When you speak to another, you are speaking to yourself. When you love another, you love the all. When you harm another, you fracture the very vessel you occupy. This is why forgiveness matters, why compassion liberates, why unity consciousness is not just ideal, it is the structure of reality itself. And as you awaken into this knowing, you begin to access ancient gifts. Claircognizance sharpens, telepathy activates, synchronicity multiplies, DNA unlocks, because oneness is not an idea, it is a frequency, and when you embody it, you become a channel for divine intelligence to move freely through you. The disguises of separation. The illusion of separation wears many masks: race, gender, nationality, politics, religion, status, beliefs. All of these are stories. Beautiful, complex, meaningful, but stories nonetheless. The soul knows no such boundaries. The source sees no lines. The universe recognizes no hierarchy of form. What divides us is only what we have agreed to believe. But what connects us is eternal. The tree does not judge the river. The sun does not argue with the moon. The eagle does not envy the wolf. They remember what we must now remember. There is only one life, wearing many faces. The dream of multiplicity. There is a sacred truth hidden even from many of the awakened. This reality is a lucid dream within the mind of one. You are not walking through a fixed, external world. You are projecting it from within. Each person, place, event, or sensation you encounter is part of a grand, co-created, lucid vision. It is not happening to you, but through you, and even as you. This is not metaphor. This is mechanics. The universe is not out there. It is a dynamic mirror responding to the dreamer, you. You are dreaming yourself into form, and everyone you meet is another version of the dreamer, imagining themselves to be separate. Multiplicity is the flavor of experience, but oneness is the source. The ancients knew this. The dream time of Aboriginal mystics, the Akasha of Vedic seers, the Nun of Kemet, primordial cosmic waters of potential before light took form. You are not a visitor here. You are the source, dreaming itself awake within this playground of polarity. And when you begin to lucid dream while awake, when you walk through this world with knowing, you shift the entire simulation. You don't escape the dream, you transform it. The silent code of the heart. There is a technology within you more advanced than any machine. It does not rely on electricity. It does not obey the laws of logic. It is older than time and infinitely intelligent. It is the heart field, and it remembers what your mind forgets. The heart speaks the language of unity. It does not separate. It sees through the eyes of love. It vibrates truth. It decodes illusion. Science now confirms what the mystics already lived. The heart generates a toroidal electromagnetic field that extends up to 10 feet around the body and even farther with intentional coherence. When you enter a state of deep gratitude, compassion, or unity consciousness, this field syncs with the larger field of all life, what some call God, Source, or the unified field. In this coherence, information flows, healing accelerates, synchronicities multiply. People feel you before they understand you. The heart becomes a transmitter of oneness. Words become optional. And this, dear rememberer, is your greatest tool. To exit the illusion of separation, lead with the heart. Not sentimentality, not emotional reaction, but sacred coherence. Be the temple through which oneness pulses, and you will become the signal that wakes others from their sleep. Unity, hidden in shadow. The illusion of separation is not sustained only by war, division, and fear. It is also reinforced by unintegrated shadow. The parts of yourself you exile, the anger, the grief, the shame, the jealousy, are not meant to be destroyed. They are parts of source, distorted by pain. You are not whole until you welcome them back. You cannot know true unity while at war with yourself. This is why inner work is not optional for the chosen ones. To see all beings as reflections of the divine, you must first see all of you that way, even the parts you were taught to hide. The violent thought, the manipulative tendency, the fear, the doubt, the control. These are not sins. They are signals. They are fragments of your power, masked in distortion. And when you love them, when you shine light on them, they transmute. They rejoin the one. This is the hidden alchemy of oneness. Healing the self is healing the all. As within, so without. As above, so below. As you forgive yourself, the field shifts. As you stop exiling your own soul's rejected pieces, you cease exiling others. and the illusion collapses. This is the true power of shadow work. It is the path back to wholeness, not just for you, but for the collective field. How to embody oneness. To live in alignment with this truth is to walk a different path. You speak with kindness, even when you disagree. You bless others' success, knowing it multiplies yours. You help when no one is watching. You send healing to strangers as easily as to friends. You understand that your frequency impacts the whole. You stop seeing people as others and start recognizing them as expressions of the divine. You become a field of peace, a vortex of presence, a living temple of remembrance. This is not passive. This is radical spiritual activism. To love all as self is the most revolutionary act of this age. The reunion. The illusion is dissolving. The walls are crumbling. The veils are lifting. One by one, souls like yours are awakening. Across nations, across ages, across frequencies. And we are finding each other just like this, through transmissions, through dreams, through sacred meetings arranged by synchronicity and spirit. We are converging. And as we remember, we rise, not in domination, not in conquest, but in unity, in harmony, in love. And the illusion of separation, once the great spell of the ages, begins to fade, replaced by the shining, irrefutable truth: we are one. We have always been one. We shall always be one. Please be sure to comment below, like and subscribe to stay aligned and connected to Source.